Hello everyone, my name's Anna, and welcome to Enderal episode 4. I am recording this immediately after episode 3 because I paused the game to end the episode, and I am not able to save or load or do anything, so I have to, I guess, continue until I get to a point where I can save. So, episode 4, let's get started. Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial, and I've already taken care of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story.
My fever? Do you know anything about it?
Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old apothecarius didn't see that, to be honest. You're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time? While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head?
It does, yes. Then this Arcanist fever is responsible for these things I can suddenly do?
Yep.
The magic?
Your magical talent has broken free inside you. I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough Arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic. This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You'll lose your mind, to speak plain and all.
But the fever can be treated, right?
Yes, of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas.
And what about these visions?
Visions?
Well, that's what I'd call them. I have these kind of premonitions of things which are about to happen. Are they also a side effect of the fever?
No. Well, none that I know of. The only visions I ever had were those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? Someone has to take care of your fever. And as it happens, I know someone who could. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. And that makes me curious. So, healing for information. What do you say?
Definitely. Healing for information. Agreed.
Then shoot. I'm eager to listen. I understand. My condolences for your loss. So that means you somehow survived this execution. And before you got washed ashore, you had this, this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light.
Exactly. Yes, but it wasn't just a dream, it was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was exactly the same one as in the valley. Do you know what I mean?
I hope so. So your magical outburst didn't happen slowly as it usually does, but all of a sudden after this near-death experience. And with it came these visions.
Correct.
Interesting. I guess you know how absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do. So, that means I'll introduce you to my employer. If anyone can help you, it's him. There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
Okay, then I'll help you. The faster I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however. Where should I start? I take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right? Civil wars, usurpers everywhere, you name it. And even though Enderal isn't directly affected by these wars going on everywhere, there are strange things happening here too. Take the Woodsers, for example. There have been an unusual number of reports of wanderers being attacked by them in the open. which has never happened before. And the same goes for the lost ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do.
Okay.
The strangest thing,
That
however,
sounds
is what they call the Red Madness.
interesting. The Red Madness?
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their minds. Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family.
Oh,
He was
gosh.
drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by setting her family estate on fire for no apparent reason.
Oh.
Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen of them. That and the fact that the possessed's eyes glow red shortly before and during their deed has made people call it the Red Madness. And just 3 days ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
A magister?
Right, you're not from here. A magister's a kind of sage from the Holy Order, who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists. Yarrow was his name, a man who had more than 60 winners on his back.
What did he do?
He killed 15 novices and himself. According to the only eyewitness to survive, he entered the teaching room as usual to give a lecture on alchemy. But instead, he gave a strange speech in which he explained that humanity is corrupt, void, as he put it. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and, well, he tore himself apart with a magical explosion.
My goodness.
You can imagine the kind of uproar that caused.
So what's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take it you're no monk?
Well, I'm not exactly one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. I guess you could say my specialty is recovering things that have been lost. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do exactly that. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or whatever it is, chooses its victims.
In other words, you're searching for his motives. How could I help you with that? I don't even know anything about this Yarrow.
True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named Riverville, which isn't far from here. And according to some of the other wardens, he visited this area quite often after his partner's death. So it's quite possible we could find some clues around here. Shards of his past, if you like. I've already searched most of the area, but a second pair of eyes wouldn't hurt. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan. Where do I start?
Well, for starters, I need you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named
Lots
Alfred.
of chit-chat in this
He was a childhood friend
episode.
of Yarrow's, and he might be able to tell us something worthwhile. Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the water near a cliff to the east. Go there and see if you can find whatever it was he wanted to get rid of. I myself will have a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Here, this is a map of the region. The
Oh,
blue dot
finally,
over
a
here
map.
is Yarrow's old house. And at the risk of sounding heartless, you should head back to the apothecary's camp. Maybe the bandits left behind some equipment. If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations. Meet me at his old house when you're ready. I'll be waiting there.
All right. I can do that. Is it going to let me take stuff from him? Okay. Uh-oh. They call me the Butcher. If you want to read this, I'll just flip through it. I'm not going to take the time to read it. I would imagine that it's probably a side quest that I'm going to get. So if you're interested in reading the lore, oh my goodness, it's a very long book. You can go ahead and pause it and read through it. My goodness. Well, there we go. My. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that pumpkin. Let's go ahead and switch. So we seem to be by that place that I discovered right before everything went down. Oh yes, there's the camp right there. Okay. Ooh, those steps are steep. My goodness. Okay. Oh. Oh, who are you? Oh. I don't think so. You're not gonna get me. Okay, well you got me there, but... Mean old bandit. Oh, Finn. Okay. Ooh, sharp steel arrows. Oh. I will take that. I already have a longbow. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't take any of those, can I? No, that'd be too easy. Okay, let's check out this bandit. Iron gauntlets. I could use those. Lockpick. Okay. Ooh. Not a brittle longbow, just a regular longbow. I'll take the arrows. That's light armor. I'm not interested in light armor. Let's come over here. Looks like they pretty much ransacked everything. And get the fish. Let's come over here to Carbos. Poor Carbos. An iron sword. I'll go ahead and take it. Oh my goodness. So sad. Let's come over here. I'm sure that the bandits didn't leave anything. But this animal's not still here. No, the animal's gone. Barrel's empty. Okay. That barrel's not empty though. Pennies. Pennies, pennies. Okay. Let's go here. Coin purse. And a chest that has a potion in it. I'm not in combat, so if I remember correctly, if I chow down on one of these pumpkins, nom 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 nom, I should, yep, my health should go up. Excellent. Okay. So let's check out this map now that we actually have a map now. And let's see. Okay, my quest objectives are all the way down here. So that's where I should be headed. Let's just see how big this map is. I would say about maybe Solstheim size? Maybe a little bit bigger than that. I hate to keep comparing it to Skyrim, but it's the only really benchmark I have for this mod, so... Okay. So we need to be going south. So I need to be going back this way. Which means I'm going to run into those wolves again, perhaps. I hear them, but you guys just hang out over there. And I'm going to hang out over here. Oh, you don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. You sure don't see me. Okay. Oh, well, now I don't know if I can get through this way. I might have just done all that for nothing. Well, shit. Ooh, iron ore. Let's go ahead and take a moment and mine this. Can we go further up the... Oh, goodness, no. We can't go that way. Maybe we can kind of go back the way we came, or do I need to... What's this? Search suspicious soil mound. Alright, why not? You require a shovel to dig. Yoink! Okay, now let's search it. Alright. Oh. Ooh, a soul gem? You know what? I'm gonna leave the skull. I'll leave the skull. Okay, so let's get back in first person here. I guess going back this way, we're gonna have... I'm not gonna be able to get where I need to go. Is there anything here I missed since it was dark? I don't think so. Nope, it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go ahead and sneak. I think there was another path behind Jasper that I'll try. I'll go back up. This way. And this should put us on the right track. So sorry. Carbos and Finn. So sorry. Detour. Just in case. Spare parts. I don't know. Spare parts to what? I don't know, but... Ooh, a chest? Pennies? More pennies? Alright, let's, ooh, leather strips. Yeah, I'll take those for sure. Iron ore, okay. Bellows? Why not? Let's go upstairs. Use traps and oil puddles to damage enemies. Oh! Crap. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, we're gonna do it. It's gonna raise our fever, but... Oh, and I've been oh my goodness, that was... Whew. Those were tough little boogers for just being spiders, my goodness. If I had been a mage, I would have just set that on fire and it would have... We wouldn't have had a problem. I don't usually collect spider eggs and wheat and everything. What's this? What did that do? Ingot, ingot. I'm going to eat another pumpkin. Delicious raw pumpkin. Ambrosia. Potato. Heck yeah. Fermented goat milk. That doesn't sound good, but okay. Iron boots. Iron shield. Iron axe. Okay. I can sleep. What did that chain do? Another ingot. Ooh. Hat. Oh, I could have used that. Oh, gosh, dang it. Look at this. Man. I thought that was just setting up here in storage. That's too bad. Okay. Well. I don't... Oh. What? What? What is that? We will find out in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you wanna. And tell all your friends, leave a comment, drop me a line on Twitter. And until the next one, bye!